Howdy. 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 Gee. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Roman Papaduke, and I'm the Executive Director of the George Bush Presidential Library Foundation. On behalf of President Bush and Mrs. Bush, welcome to tonight's posthumous presentation of the 2011 George Bush Award for Excellence in Public Service to President Ronald Reagan. President Bush has admired President Reagan as a mentor and friend, and in this centennial year of President Reagan's birth, President Bush deemed it important to recognize the historic impact that President Reagan has had on our nation and the world. The George Bush Award recognizes an individual or group for distinguished public service at the local, state, national, or international levels. Past recipients include Reverend Billy Graham, former German Chancellor Helmut Kohl, and former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. President Reagan restored America's sense of confidence and paved the way for economic prosperity at home and strong U.S. leadership abroad. We honor this legacy tonight. Before we begin tonight's program, I have a few announcements I'd like to make. First of all, tonight's program is made possible through the generous support of AT&T, so I want to extend my gratitude and appreciation for all the support that AT&T has provided for tonight's program. Representing AT&T are Jim Ciccone and Dave Nichols. Jim, Dave, thank you very much. Our evening program here tonight is being broadcast live on the web, so I welcome all our web viewers tonight and hope you enjoyed the program. Accepting the award tonight on behalf of the Reagan family is former Secretary of State James Baker. Secretary Baker has served both President Reagan and President Bush. In the Reagan years, Jim Baker served as Secretary of the Treasury and White House Chief of Staff. Under President Bush, he served as Secretary of State and as White House Chief of Staff. Following the Secretary's comments tonight, he will take some questions from the audience. Nancy Reagan had hoped to join us tonight. She was unable to do so, but has sent a letter conveying her gratitude and sentiments. I would like to read the letter now. Dear friends, although I am unable to join you tonight, I am pleased to send my warmest wishes to all of you gathered together for the presentation of the George Bush Award for Excellence in Public Service. It is a tremendous honor that the George Bush Presidential Library Foundation has elected to recognize my husband with this prestigious award. And I am especially delighted to know that our very dear friend, James Baker, is with you tonight to represent Ronnie and me and to receive the award on Ronnie's behalf. My husband had a strong faith in human potential and the greatness of America, and believed that giving something back to our community is one of the most important responsibilities we share as citizens. He would have been humbled by your recognition of his own efforts, but I'm sure what would please him even more is to know that his own record of public service might inspire others to follow suit. So I hope this evening's award presentation will help to encourage all Americans to answer the call to serve their communities and their country. Together, we can make a better nation and a better world. Thank you for honoring my husband's legacy with this important award. I send my love to Barbara and George and hope you all have a wonderful evening. Signed, sincerely, Nancy Reagan. Thank you, Mrs. Reagan, for being with us tonight in spirit. We wish you all the best. And now, it is my pleasure to call your attention to the screen and a brief video on President Reagan.
Don't let anyone tell you that America's best days are behind her, that the American spirit has been vanquished. We've seen it triumph too often in our lives to stop believing in it now.
Let history say of us, these were golden years when the American Revolution was reborn, when freedom gained new life and America reached for her best. As we continue our journey, we think of those who traveled before us.
These are the boys of Puente Hope. These are the men who took the cliffs. These are the champions who helped free a continent. These are the heroes who helped end a war.
Okay, I think there's another one.
And we see and hear again the echoes of our past. The song, and the song echoes out forever and fills the unknowing air. It is the American sound. It is hopeful, big-hearted, idealistic,
and liftoff.
daring, decent, and fair.
First woman ever nominated to the Supreme Court of the United States.
That's our heritage. That's our song. We sing it still. For all our problems, our differences, we are together as of old. We raise our voices to the God who is the author of this most tender music. And may he continue to hold us close as we fill the world with our sound in unity, affection, and love.
Everybody's looking forward to just being able to help, and that's what we're here to do.
One people, under God.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Dedicated to the dream of freedom that he has placed in the human heart.
Waving their new passports, they rushed forward, streaming across the border.
Called upon now to pass that dream of freedom on to a waiting and a hopeful world.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Mr. Reagan will speak in his first public appearance since the shooting.
Thank you very much.
I have a letter with me. Letter came from Peter Sweeney. He's in the 2nd grade in the Riverside School in Rockville Center. And he said, I hope you get well quick, or you might have to make a speech in your pajamas.
Whatever else history may say about me when I'm gone, I hope it will record that I appealed to your best hopes, not your worst fears, to your confidence rather than your doubts.
In this springtime of hope, some lights seem eternal. America's is. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.
What a wonderful legacy the President has left for all of us. I made a few acknowledgments earlier, and I'd like to make a few additional ones. There are a number of people here who had worked with President Reagan in Reagan years, and I include myself among those. I had the honor of working with President Reagan in his 2nd term. But also joining us tonight are Chris Cox, who had worked with President Reagan and went on to be a congressman from California and head of the Securities and Exchange Commission. Chris? Also with us is Dale Petrosky, who worked with President Reagan. Dale, it's good to see you here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you President Bush and Secretary Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure